Hi, Brand Warrior, Chantal here. Today, I want to give you a quick overview of the ecosystem within which you are going to start transforming client experiences so that they can be remarkable and wonderful and that you can feel incredibly proud of the experiences you create. But you do work in a complex environment. And I want you to see this as a 1,000-piece puzzle. Now, a 1,000-piece puzzle is quite challenging to put together, especially when you don't have the original picture. But I'm going to quickly give you the original picture and we'll talk through the different pieces of this puzzle. We're going to start with the two most important role players in the experience. The first is the customer, and they have a lot of stuff going on in their lives. More importantly, they've got goals, they've got needs, they've got a story, and they've got fears. And often when you see anger or when you see rudeness, you are totally guaranteed to find some deeper emotion behind that. So don't just take it for what it is. Understand that human beings are complex and that often when they show up and they're rude, there's something behind that, something that might scare them. So the next role player we want to look at in this ecosystem is you as an employee. And you know what? You're pretty much similar to the customer, right? We're all humans. We've got all of these aspects of our lives. You've got goals, you've got needs, you've got a story, you've got fears. And sometimes when your fears and the customer's fears collide, that's when nasty experiences happen. So Brand Warrior is an invitation for you to become so much more aware of what sits under the surface. And we're giving you these super skills so that you can deal with life and work and the integration of that so much better. So if we look at the next part of this ecosystem, that is the brand experience essence. And last time we spoke a lot about the essence and you developed your elevator pitches, right? And you said, how do you contribute to this essence? Now, the brand really makes the promise to the customer and the promise to you as an employee. And you measuring at every stage, is this promise delivering? The customer's also doing that. So it's really important that we get clear about this brand essence and how you deliver this experience essence. The next part is expectations from all the role players. There's the shareholders, there's suppliers that contribute to delivering the experience for your brand. And then there's teams inside the organization and they've got leaders and these expectations. The leader expects from the teams, the team members expect things from each other. And it's really important that you get these expectations quite clear. And then if we look at below the surface, you've got a business that's quite complex. And this business consists of culture, structures, contracts, systems, identity, processes, and environment. And these things work together to create this ecosystem and to ultimately deliver what the brand promises into the market. Now, two more things that I want to quickly show you is when the customer engages with your brand, they go on a journey. And this journey, think about it as a bit of a treasure hunt. There's a map. They want to get somewhere. They've got a goal, but they've got to navigate the organization and they've got to have various interactions sometimes to get done what they want to get done. It's really important in this journey that we look at what are the expectations, how can we exceed those expectations, how can we fail those expectations. The exceed expectations will give you those moments of magic, and where you fail the expectations, that's where the moments of misery happen, and you want to try and avoid that to the best of your ability. But if they do happen, you want to be prepared and you want to know how to take that moment of misery and change that into a moment of understanding. Not necessarily magic, but a moment of understanding. So that gives you just a quick overview of the customer journey. And then you as an employee, you also go on a journey from the moment that you applied for a job to the moment that you decide that you're going to move on to another role. There's various things that happen in that journey. You have expectations and you have moments of magic and you have moments of misery. And that really shows you the big picture of this 1,000-piece puzzle that you are now going to start orchestrating in a different way to deliver the experience essence and to give you just much more fun in your job and make you feel proud about the journeys that you orchestrate.